BLG lead trainer Dennis Francis shares his insights. He focuses on the progress of anti-racism led by BLG with organizations in education and business. Here, Dennis gives his perspective on the importance of leadership in FA and AMP, skills to tackling systemic and organizational racism. Introduction for me. The key question for leaders in tackling racism is how individuals will step up and embrace the concept of creating an anti-racist culture. It takes boldness for people within organizations to be game changers, declaring their commitment to being anti-racist and dedicating time and resources to this cause, especially when there are competing priorities. Some might ask, why do we need to do more? Isn't this something we already do anyway? The answer lies in intentionality. Anti-racism is a call to action, a deliberate approach that creates a clear pathway for actions and expected outcomes. The goal is to move beyond performative gestures and embed anti-racism into the fabric of the organization. It is how leaders take positive steps to build a movement rather than a moment, in effecting culture change that is sustainable and makes a tangible difference. For those of us in further education and skills, this is particularly important. We have that additional responsibility of preparing others, students and apprentices, for the world they will be living and working in. With demographic trends making us an increasingly diverse society, all ethnicities must understand the world they live in today and will be in the future. A courageous leader in FA recognizes the increasing diversity and proactively prepares students for a world where they will encounter people from different cultures and ethnicities. This requires questioning the practices of the organization, looking ahead and anticipating future needs to create an organization that understands, values and serves a wide and diverse range of stakeholders, especially current and future students, with the ambition to be anti-racist. Role modeling and self-awareness in anti-racist leadership. In the context of anti-racism, leadership is about role modeling the behavior you expect from others. We are dealing here with a sensitive and potentially uncomfortable topic, but effective leaders can manage these conversations by addressing the why and acknowledging the discomfort some may feel. This might involve questioning your practices, as courageous leadership begins with self-reflection, understanding your current position, the way you think and behave, and the responsibility you hold. Ask yourself, if I am not racist, am I anti-racist? Am I actively standing up against racism and being an ally? Am I role modeling the behaviors needed to address incidences of racism or policies, customs and practices that perpetuate a culture of racism? Am I willing to learn and grow in my understanding and awareness of racism? Am I bold enough to discuss and define anti-racism with others, such as the senior management team? By living out these core principles, courageous leaders can inspire and confidently move towards creating an anti-racist leadership and organization. By providing meaningful answers to these questions, senior leaders can champion anti-racism. They are the spark that ignites conversations and helps cultivate a safe space for exploration. They are the key to helping to fertilize the imaginations of organizations to stride with purpose in the direction of creating an anti-racist organization. Making the invisible visible. The Black Leadership Group works with organizations to bring unconscious bias to light. Our diagnostic tools help them see where they stand on the spectrum of anti-racism. And when we talk to organizations, we remind them that leadership is not limited to a select few. The responsibility for creating an anti-racist culture should be the endeavour of the many, not the preserve of the few. Everyone who interacts with others has the opportunity to demonstrate leadership in the area of anti-racism. This means calling out inappropriate behavior, being positive and constructive in your interactions, and ensuring that racism is never tolerated by you or within the organization. Being anti-racist. When data reveals a lack of diversity in recruitment or a curriculum that doesn't reflect the wider population, it is simply right that we question what could be done to improve this situation. Courageous leaders seek evidence and then use it to guide their actions and move their organization in the right direction. By Dennis Francis, lead trainer, Black Leadership Group.